Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
All right. It is the story we've been following as we hit, $1.28 billion. The big drawing last night. Here are your numbers. 13, 36, 45, 57, 67. Big number 14, Megapire 2. Good luck. We're going to check in with Sarah Costa and Sarah Spivey, see if they played. But for now, good morning. It is 6 o'clock. It is 78 degrees out, so
and
obviously.
So we have no confirmed winners.
No confirmed winners yet. But I will say.
But yet they could be in the studio.
Did some research yesterday. The last time it was this high, 1.5 billion, 2018. South Carolina winner. I think it took them like a month to come forward, and they remained anonymous.
I remember that, but you can in that state. I don't believe you can in Texas.
So did you play?
I did, and I could be a billionaire. I don't know.
You haven't even checked?
I have not had time to check. So in the commercial break, I'm going to go get my wallet.
So we'll know if you're here in the B block, we'll know if you're a billionaire.
Right.
Spivey?
I did not win.
Okay. She says with a big smile.
Confidently. I did not win. But hey, last drawing I got the Mega Ball, and that felt like a win to me.
Nice.
Since the Mega Plier was like $3, I got $6.
So what is that like? Oh, yeah. You can pay for your
I
next.
just rolled it over.
Yeah.
It didn't end up helping me out, but I rolled it over nonetheless. Hey, yesterday some people won the rain lottery too. Just very isolated showers and storms yesterday in the afternoon. Today, though, it's going to be even more difficult for us to see rain today. We're mainly going to have a hot Saturday. Outside right now, it is 79 degrees, but it feels like 82 outside. Winds are from the south at about 6 miles per hour. All right, this weekend, find a way to stay cool next to a pool. 100 for the high temperature. Yesterday, our rain chance was 20%. Today, it's only 10%. Very low rain chance, mainly east of 281. Tomorrow, 101 for the high temperature. So here's what we're going to talk about in the forecast. Today could very likely be our 50th 100-degree day this year. And over the weekend, we will have light Saharan dust each day near 100, as I just showed you. And next week, a hot start to August, but some isolated rain chances here and there. All of these details for more and more coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. This morning, the Bexar County Jail is facing an overcrowding issue, but reform advocates, they're celebrating this program that gives people tickets instead of sending them to jail.
The Cite and Release program is now in its third year. More than 6,200 citations have been handed out, mostly by SAPD. The program is for nonviolent misdemeanor crimes like possession of marijuana under 4 ounces, driving without a license, theft less than $750, and criminal mischief like trespassing. Bexar County says the program has saved taxpayers $4.7 million on booking costs while keeping officers on the street.
It has increased people's trust in law enforcement and trust in the criminal justice system. If they issue a citation, they can be out on the street keeping us safe from violent crime.
The Sheriff Javier Salazar says the program is lowering the jail population, but not completely. Right now, the jail has over 4,600 inmates, and the sheriff says there's not enough to guard the jail without having to pay overtime.
Topping your morning headlines, at least 16 people, including 2 children, dead after severe flooding in Kentucky. Now, state officials expect that death toll to rise even higher. Entire neighborhoods underwater after this heavy rain brought on flash flooding in that area. The National Guard even brought in for search and rescues. Families continue to comb through the damage, trying to salvage what they can of their lives. More rain, though, expected to pass through Kentucky this weekend.
Meanwhile, an urgent push continues to get basketball star Brittany Griner and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan released from Russian custody. Russia's Foreign Minister and Secretary of State Antony Blinken have spoken about a proposal for a prisoner swap, but right now it's unclear if any progress has been made. Sources tell ABC News the offer was a swap for Russian arms dealer Victor Bout, who is in a U.S. prison.
Well, the CDC reporting there is now more than 5,000 confirmed monkeypox cases across the United States. The health agency says 47 states, Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico, all reporting cases. New York has the most, followed by California and Illinois. Across the globe, there are more than 22,000 confirmed cases, and that's across 79 countries. Well, back here at home, a popular restaurant on the city's south side, they're closing their doors for good later today.
Mr. or Mrs. G's Home Cooking has been around since 1991, but they're closing due to the pandemic and a laundry list of reasons. However, their legacy goes beyond soul food. Customers tell KSAT members of a nearby church would enjoy Mr. or Mrs. G's after services and even ask them to cater events. Others say the line for food would often be wrapped around the building with hungry workers on their lunch break during the week.
It tells me what my dad and my stepmom, what they meant to the community. It tells me, and it also tells me a lot about the restaurant and how much the restaurant as a whole has meant to the community too.
Mr. and Mrs. G's will be open today starting at 11 until 3 p.m.
Time now just about 6:06, 78 degrees out.
Still to come, we're going to check in with David Elder and see what he's cooking up for us on Texas Eats. Our mouths are already watering this morning.
Looks like he's talking breakfast food too.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have a garage?
Yes.
All right, so if your garage seems more like a black hole than a useful storage space, is that a case for you?
It's definitely a storage space.
You guys were good with it though. You turned it into a gym.
It's a gym/storage space, 2-car garage. Cars never go in it.
All right, you could probably do this story on your own then. We're gonna tell you how to create a well-organized garage. So you got like 3 different organizations working out of your garage now.
Oh yeah. Now I just need to make money. Money off of it.
Charge membership fees for the gym.
Right. 78 degrees at 6:06 this morning. Sarah Spivey is here. She'll have our forecast when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. So last weekend in July, and I gotta say, were you hoping for September, October, getting rid of these triple digits?
I mean, at this point, you just gotta hope and pray.
Yeah.
Or you have to be positive, like, hey, maybe like mid-September, it'll be like 88 degrees in San Antonio.
Hey, at least we won't be at record highs today.
Yay!
Silver lining.
At least there's a 10% chance for an isolated shower or storm. Yeah, not great out there. It's definitely in the middle of summer. Take a look across the state of Texas, though. Not all of Texas is dry. The panhandle of Texas getting some good rain this morning in the last 24 hours or so. The jet stream is just to the north of us in the panhandle of Texas and through Oklahoma. That's why we're seeing some showers and storms, and it's actually the cause, along with a stationary boundary, for that flooding that happened over Kentucky. But we do have a heat high in place too, and this heat high is going to win out, keeping the jet stream to our north and just simply making it hot today. So when we look at potential rainfall over the next 7 days, so for a week, all of the rain is going to fall across the Central Plains and the Appalachian Mountains, as well as the Tennessee River Valley. Meanwhile, around South Central Texas, nothing. It is going to be very, very dry around South Central Texas over the next 7 days. Now, we may still get a couple of sea breeze showers. In fact, you can see that near the Houston area, there's a little bit of rain, potentially even some up to that I-35 corridor. But bottom line is any rain will be few and far between in the coming days. Today, only a 10% chance. Monday, slightly better rain chances, only 20%, and only 20% by Friday of this upcoming week. So again, not great drought denting rain for us. Still though, this afternoon, if you live east of 281, there is a 10% chance for a stray shower or storm between about 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Again, the odds are not good, but they are better than that Mega Millions lottery. Around San Antonio though, will mostly stay dry and it's going to be hot. Again, 10% rain chance is not going to help us out when it comes to the drought. Exceptional drought throughout most of San Antonio metro area, with extreme drought, a little bit lesser drought from Canyon Lake down to downtown San Antonio, but still, we are in desperate need for rain, and 10% just ain't going to cut it. 79 degrees outside. It already feels like 82 with high humidity, but here's the good news. That humidity will come down a little bit during the peak heat of the day. Good morning to you in Del Rio. It's 82 degrees, 73 in Kerrville, 75 in Pleasanton, 78 in Gonzales, 74 in New Braunfels, and 73 in Austin. But quickly, these 70s are going to turn into the triple digits this afternoon. Forecasting a high of 100 in San Antonio. This would be our 50th 100-degree day so far this year. 103 in Del Rio, 104 in Eagle Pass, 106 in Cotulla. closer metro view of San Antonio area, 101 in Hondo. It'll be 100 in Converse, 101 near Stinson, and 101 in New Braunfels. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast calls for mostly sunny skies by 10 p.m., 85 degrees by 10 a.m. rather. And then by noon, it'll be 90, 94 at 1, 96 at 2, high temperature of 100 in San Antonio, 10% rain chance east of 281. Southeast winds may be gusting up to 20 miles per hour, but generally not too breezy. Another thing to know is that over the weekend here, we're going to have some light Saharan dust. Coming up in the next half hour, I'm going to show you when that dust will be leaving and what it could do to our air quality, so you'll want to stick around for that. Again, keyword there being light Saharan dust. Then we introduce a 20% chance for isolated showers and storms on Monday. We shave off a degree from the high. Still, though, what's the difference between 99 and 100? You really don't notice too much of a difference there. And then for the first week of August, we actually crank up the temperatures a bit. It'll be 102 on Wednesday and Thursday. More on that light Saharan dust coming up. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Don't worry. Beginning of August, we crank up the temperatures.
Can't wait.
All right, so let's talk about in this morning's Ask Angie segment, we're talking about the garage, and we're talking about making most out of the space. Even the perfect organization system, it can only go so far if you have too much stuff. Do you have too much stuff?
I always have too much stuff. So go through all of the items in your garage and get rid of everything you don't need. Then go through everything you're keeping and label it.
Your garage stores a lot of important items, some of which can be pretty heavy. Consider investing in sturdy metal shelves that allow you to stack those heavier items. It might also be helpful to put and install things like hooks, wall storage, or a workbench in your garage to help you organize those smaller tools. Pay attention to your natural habits to make the system easy to maintain.
Oof. All right, so we're going to talk about garage sales in a second. So once you finish organizing the garage, create a schedule to keep it that way. Maintain a clean and organized garage. It'll keep you free time. It'll allow you to focus on other things. And also just, it's almost like therapeutic. Once something's, yeah, if it's organized, it's not cluttered.
I think it's therapeutic when someone does the organizing for me, and then I walk into the garage and I'm like, oh.
You got to ask Angie. Look at that.
This is so nice.
So you don't like garage sales?
No, because I just rather just give it all away to good.
Oh, that's very nice.
It's so much work. My mom used to make us have garage sales, and then I would end up doing a lot of the work because we were in high school and we would do all the heavy lifting. She's like, okay, now everything in sale, no, take it to Goodwill. I'm like, why didn't we just take it to Goodwill to begin with?
I thought you hated going to garage sales. I was like, I love garage sales.
I have to be in the mood to browse.
That's
you
fair.
know what I mean?
The music's on, so we gotta stop talking.
Stop browsing.
Time now, 6:15, 77 degrees out.
All right, still to come on GMSA. Could we see a return of Ben Affleck as Batman in a new movie? Why one superhero says it could happen soon.
Didn't him and J-Lo just get remarried for the third time?
Second time.
Oh,
no, actually, first time they've gotten married.
Oh.
Second re-engagement. Come on, Max.
Congratulations. All right. Football season right around the corner. Camping with KSAT, pretty awesome. But we're talking food. Apparently, football is synonymous with brunch spots. David Elder is going to explain.
All right, pick 3, 812, Fireball 5, Daily 4, 2475, Fireball 7.
Your cash 5, 1, 3, 13, 15, 30. Are you going to check your ticket?
I gotta go check my ticket.
All right.
I might be the winner.
And here we go. Mega Millions. This basically dictates whether she's coming back or not. Mega Millions numbers 13, 36, 45, 57, 67. We read them up the top, so just in case you missed it. 14, Megaplier 2, good luck. You could be a billionaire. We'll be right back.
Grab a fork. You're going in with me on this one.
I'm going in on this guy.
I'm going to get some grits.
Yeah,
I want
grits.
A little bit of the
so
biscuit.
Good.
Look at that. All right.
Bacon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. Those cheese grits are so good.
They're so good.
The cheese grits are like the best smooth grit texture that you want. Because I bet you they're like 30% grits. That's 70% cheese.
Cheese and milk.
Yeah. Oh, man. right in front of us, this one right here, it got a little bit of bacon action going on in that one as well.
That's the Boss Boy right there. So that is, it's on the menu as like the way my granny used to do it, because when she used to make me biscuits and gravy, she would tear the biscuit up for me and put the gravy on it, so I didn't even have to just do anything but just grab a bite and eat it.
I'm in. Definitely love the fact that he's doing breakfast.
I love breakfast.
Do you eat breakfast before you come into work?
No.
Okay.
You know, when I eat breakfast, it's on my days off.
That's fair.
I have like coffee later in the morning, I relax. I actually have breakfast.
Just to be clear, your breakfast is coffee.
Oh, 100%.
Do you want to show the people what you got going on? I was talking about the lottery ticket, but yeah, that works too.
Okay, so we want to give update on the lottery stuff. So I checked my ticket.
Right.
I did get the Mega Ball, but I didn't win. But when you go to the lottery app and scan your ticket, it's saying not able to process. See your retailer. And we were talking to our producer over Twitter. Some people are saying that their system might be overwhelmed or down because so many people are checking their tickets.
Right.
That's why we don't have a confirmed winner.
Yeah.
But hey, I won $4. So
Big win for KSAT GMSA Weekend. Time now, just about 6:22. Sarah Spivey's got your back.
I know.
77 degrees.
I was just singing Beyonce, part of Beyonce's new lyrics, and still ahead, everyone's favorite Queen Bee. Of course, she's dropped her new album, Renaissance, 6 years after her last work of art. Why fans can expect another one soon.
Another one. Good morning and welcome back. So if you're a fan of DC, listen up. Ben Affleck could return as Batman for the sequel to Aquaman. So the rumors now being fueled on Instagram by Aquaman himself. Jason Momoa posted a photo of himself and Ben Affleck saying a Warner Brothers tour group busted them on the set of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Jason Momoa also sharing a video on his story of a tour group discovering the Aquaman set and joked, quote, "Well, we tried to keep it a secret," end quote.
Okay, Beyonce fans, we're getting their first listen to her new album, Renaissance. I sure did yesterday. Queen Bee's 7th studio album dropped yesterday morning. It's her first solo album since her 2016's iconic Lemonade. Loved that one. And now Beyonce is thanking her fans for their support in not sharing the album, which had leaked earlier in the week. Digital leaks of the new album days or even weeks before their official release dates are common. Beyonce says her album Renaissance is the first release in a trilogy of albums recorded during the pandemic. So I think this one had about 15 songs on it. Renaissance Part 1, and I guess we're going to see Part 2 and 3. And I would say it's a great album to work out to or like run to because it's all high energy, it's dance music.
You're like our Beyonce correspondent.
Max loves it. So
huge fan. I got my own rendition here this morning. Time now, 6:26, 77 degrees.
All right, still ahead on GMSA at 6:30. A hero in Uvalde returns home after being wounded in that shooting at Robb Elementary. Don't miss this heartwarming moment that's coming up.
And later on GMSA at 9 a.m., heading to Six Flags, a special adventure, a sneak peek, the new roller coaster. It's gotten everyone talking. Still ahead, I think we see John Paul and Lee ride the roller coaster.
Looks like a lot of fun.
We'll be right back. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. 6:30 this morning is July 30th. You kind of escaped the San Antonio heat for the last couple days.
Just like for a day and a half. I wish it was longer. I went home to Corpus Christi and went to the National Seashore. If you go to Corpus Christi, the best beach, you're talking to a native from there, the National Seashore. It's not as crowded. Yes, you have to pay $10 to get in, or if you have a National Parks Pass, but it's beautiful out there, Sarah. And it was, I think, 87, 88 degrees when I went, but felt cooler because of that sea breeze.
Yeah, I agree with you. National Seashore is great. Let's take a look, though, if you are planning on heading out to Corpus Christi Bay or one of the other beaches around Corpus Christi near Port Aransas. That water is a bathtub, 83 to 90 degrees. Today it'll be 92. Corpus Christi Bay with a heat index, though, of 105. Bays will be choppy, seas at about 2 to 3 feet tomorrow. 90 for the high temperature. So again, about 10 degrees cooler than San Antonio, just a lot more humid. And seas will be only 1 to 2 feet tomorrow. Small chance for an isolated shower or storm. If you're planning on enjoying a body of water locally around San Antonio, perhaps on one of our rivers, here's your floating forecast for the day today. 85 by 10, 90 at noon, 100 for the high temperature, only a 10% chance for a stray shower or storm. Southeast winds gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. It's low and slow floating, though. Let's take a look at the Guadalupe. The Guadalupe has actually stopped flowing at Comfort recently. It's still not flowing at Spring Branch. Up near Kerrville, only 5.5 cubic feet per second flow. So just because there's no flow doesn't mean there's not any water. It's just that the water is fairly stagnant out near Comfort and Spring Branch. The good news is the water's still flowing at New Braunfels on the Guadalupe. It is just, again, pretty low and slow. Outside right now it's 79 to start our day, but it feels like 82. Coming up, we're going to talk about how warm it'll be this weekend and Saharan dust in the air in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New details this morning in the search for a missing woman.
It's been 10 days since Shayna Allison was last seen, but now investigators in this case have made a disturbing discovery. So what you're seeing is a home on Mitchell Street in Spring Branch. Last week, the Comal County Sheriff's Office says a body was found during the search for her, but they say the body is so badly decomposed they cannot confirm if the body is a man or a woman. Investigators say someone walking in the area came across the body, which is not too far from Shayna's home.
So far, no arrests have been made. KSAT has learned that she actually moved to the area last June, was just married in May. Investigators, they have not told us if they believe foul play was involved or not. We're going to obviously continue to follow the story as more updates become available, so make sure to stay with us on air and online.
Well, one woman is behind bars this morning accused in a deadly shooting Thursday on Harry Worsbach Road.
Police tell us 34-year-old Maria Neely, she was involved in the death of 33-year-old April Longoria. So at the time, 2 witnesses were detained. 3 people went on the run. Yesterday, KSAT spoke with Longoria's friend, who's asking why more people have not been arrested. Investigators say Neely was playing with a gun before it went off, killing Longoria. According to the arrest affidavit, Neely ran from police, then sent text messages to the witnesses saying she was sorry and that it was an accident.
Applause and cheers this morning for a 10-year-old hero. Over 2 months after the shooting at Robb Elementary, Maya Zamora was released from University Hospital. The hospital saying, quote, "She is our hero and we can't wait to see all she accomplishes in the future." And during her stay in the hospital, singer Kevin Fowler visited his fan and her family. The singer arrived after learning they were unable to attend his concert.
Headed to Capitol Hill, the U.S. House passing a measure to ban assault-style weapons like the one used in the shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde. But this bill expected to fail in the Senate. Now, parents in Uvalde, along with some state lawmakers, they are calling on Governor Greg Abbott to begin a special session on gun reform here in Texas. So clearly that has not happened yet. The Dallas Morning News also shedding light on the governor and the fundraiser he went to on the day of the shooting in Uvalde. Now, Governor Abbott has said that he stopped by a campaign fundraiser after the shooting at Robb Elementary just to let people know he could not stay.
This morning, monkeypox cases have crossed the 5,000 mark here in the U.S., but in San Antonio, the number sits at 13. The illness is rarely deadly, but can leave painful sores. Texas Biomed says it's growing the virus in their labs to study it, which could eventually lead to developing new vaccines. So right now, there's a limited supply of vaccines that are only meant for those who have come in close contact with the virus. The FDA has greenlit a supply of nearly 800,000 doses for the U.S. Metro Health plans to post updates on vaccine availability on its website as new details become available.
And look, obviously, with this newly popularized disease, there's a lot of questions. So Metro Health wants to help answer all of those monkeypox related questions. They're actually hosting a forum next Thursday, August 4th. It goes from 7 to 8 p.m. It's going to be at Woodlawn Point on Donaldson Avenue. Spanish and sign language interpreters will be available to answer all of your questions. Over in Washington, the White House calling new details in a prisoner release proposal with Russia. A bad faith attempt to avoid a current deal is now on the table.
The proposal is for basketball star Brittany Griner and former Marine Paul Whelan in exchange for a Russian arms dealer. As ABC's Christine Sloan reports, the White House says it's a deal Russia should take.
A possible setback in the effort to bring detained Americans Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan home. The White House is shooting down a Russian official's idea to add another prisoner to a proposed swap, Vadim Krasikov. He's a convicted Russian hitman in German custody. The White House said, quote, holding two wrongfully detained Americans hostage for an assassin that's in a third country is not a serious counteroffer. The statement came after U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov about the possible deal.
We had a frank and direct conversation. I pressed the Kremlin to accept the substantial proposal that we put forth.
Sources tell ABC News that proposal is to swap Griner and Whelan for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, who is in a U.S. prison. After the call, Blinken didn't provide many details about what the Russians said in response.
He was very clear. He also said he is not delusional, and we expect conversations and negotiations to continue.
But Moscow says Lavrov did ask the U.S. to return to, quote, quiet diplomacy after the White House announced an offer was on the table. Until the deal is finalized, the family of Paul Whelan is slow to celebrate. Paul's brother David releasing a statement to ABC News saying, quote, I don't anticipate seeing any movement for months, or at least not until Miss Griner's case has concluded. Christine Sloan, ABC News, New York.
Well, back here at home, lotto fever has taken hold of the country after no winners were announced overnight. Well, it's not confirmed yet. So for the Mega Millions lottery worth over $1 billion, if no winners are confirmed today, the next drawing would be Tuesday night with a potentially record-breaking jackpot. All I know is that I got the Mega Ball, 14. But like I said earlier, there were some reports on Twitter that their system might be down if you're having trouble checking your ticket. When you scan through the app, I just did it, and it said, cannot process. Please go see a retailer. So maybe because so many people bought tickets, their system might be a little overwhelmed right now.
I mean, look, if it even gets higher than this, more and more people are going to buy it.
Yesterday, there was a line over 20 people when I walked into the Stripes. They were on it. They were going fast, but it's like everyone was buying tickets.
I'm just going to save you some gas money here. There's an app. You can do it on your phone.
I know, but it's like, have the physical ticket. It's like the golden ticket. It's like the Willy Wonka ticket.
Okay.
That way I can frame it just in case I win.
Time now, just about 6:40, 77 degrees out.
All right, still ahead on GMSA. Christmas comes early for children at a hospital thanks to an amazing 10-year-old. How her battle with a rare disorder has inspired her to help others.
Plus, a remarkable escape out of the deadly flooding in Kentucky. How one team was able to save herself and save her dog. You're not going to miss the story right after the break. It's an adorable picture of the dog.
I know. 77 degrees at 6:39 this morning. It is hot out there. Sarah Spivey says there might be a tiny, tiny glimmer of hope, question mark. She'll let us know when we come back. Happening now, a state of emergency has been declared in over a dozen counties in eastern Kentucky after a deadly flood.
So right now, at least 16 deaths are confirmed, but Kentucky's governor says he thinks that number could double. State leaders still unsure how many people are missing. They say thousands of people have at least lost their homes.
Their homes to live in, and I don't know if anybody can move back into these homes for a long time, if ever. My in-laws have lost everything. Animals are without, people are without, homes are destroyed. We just need help. We need as much help. Please, I'm begging anyone who sees this, help my town, help my people.
Kentucky's governor has called this one of the most devastating floods in his state's history. He fears it could end up being the deadliest as well.
The flooding has seen at least one miracle. A 17-year-old teen saved herself during Thursday's flooding by swimming to a neighbor's roof with her dog. Chloe Adams and her dog waited on the roof for several hours before they were rescued by a man with a kayak. The teen says she's still in shock and processing everything that happened. She was separated from her grandfather, but he was also able to escape uninjured.
Just a terrible situation over there. Can't even imagine. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And, you know, Sarah, we talked about it earlier. They're expecting more rain this weekend, right?
They are. And while one part of the country deals with too much rain, Texas here needs some rain really badly, but it's just not in the cards for us to see good, healthy rainfall. In fact, this weekend, the big story is going to be the heat and some light Saharan dust in the air. Let's take a look at that plume of Saharan dust. The thicker plume is currently over the Atlantic, but a lighter plume has been moving into south central Texas. Let's take a look closer to home here. Today, light Saharan dust will be in the air throughout the day today and tomorrow as well, before dissipating completely Sunday night, and we'll get a break from that. As far as air quality goes, we really don't expect too much of a dent in the air quality. Here's a look at the forecast air quality for this weekend. Just moderate, so one step below good. So unless you're very, very, very sensitive to the Saharan dust in the air, the only thing you may experience is just some light allergy-like symptoms from the Saharan dust. Otherwise, air quality should be plenty healthy. It just may be a nuisance for those of us who are allergic to the dust. It's 79 degrees outside. It feels like 82 with the dew point in the 70s. That is oppressively humid out there. Good morning, New Braunfels. It's 74 degrees. In Hondo, it's 76, 73 in Rock Springs, 79 in Eagle Pass, 79 in Cotulla, and 75 in Pleasanton. Yesterday, a lucky few got some rain. The chance for rain yesterday was 20%. Today, it's even less, 10%, unfortunately. A couple of sea breeze showers could make a run for that I-35 corridor from about 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Otherwise, it is just going to be simply hot outside. Here's a look at some of the lucky folks who got some rain yesterday. This is out in Floresville on the KSAT Connect feature on our weather app. If you go to our weather app, right at the bottom of the screen, there's a section where you can add pictures, and we love to be able to show them on air. Thank you so much for sending in this picture. I'm jealous, though, that you got some rain and I didn't in my backyard, but I'm happy for you down in Floresville. 106 for the high temperature in Cotulla, 101 in Uvalde. It'll be 98 in Kerrville, 100 in Canyon Lake, 100 in Gonzales, 102 in Pleasanton, 100 in Floresville. Converse, you'll be at 100 degrees. Helotes, just shy of 100, 97 in Helotes and 97 in Bernie. Not too shabby up there in the higher elevations in the hill country. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast will be at 85 and mostly sunny by 10. Right around noon, 90 degrees for the high temperature today. Again, as I mentioned, 100, and it's after 3 p.m. east of 281 that we could have an isolated shower or storm. Chance for rain is only 10%. Here's some good news. It's not going to be too humid during the peak heat of the day. So in the afternoon, dew points will come down into the upper 50s, low 60s, which again won't add too much of a heat index value today. So it'll be hot. It'll probably be our 50th 100-degree day, but at least we won't have to deal with any kind of record highs or much of a heat index. On Monday, 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm. We'll trim down those highs to 99, but still, you'll be lucky if you see rain at all this week. Otherwise, August starts off hot. High temperatures will be near 102 on Wednesday and Thursday. Max and Sarah.
All right, so we got 2 days in double digits.
Okay.
Big win.
Right.
2 big wins. Thank you, Sarah. Time now, 6:48, 77 degrees.
All right, after the break, one of the most popular shows of the last decade, honored in the town it was filmed. How its 2 stars were able to celebrate Breaking Bad. That's up next.
Welcome back. Some late-breaking news we are now following. A crash in an apartment complex downtown.
That's where we find Jonathan Cotto live with the latest. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. I'm actually located on the 900 block of North Frio here in downtown, and it is a mess of a situation for the folks inside of this apartment. I'm going to step out of the way so you can take a closer look. But let's take a better look at what that scene looked like last night. We know San Antonio Police Department responded close to 3 o'clock this morning. A truck crashing inside or into this apartment building. And listen to this, there was people inside asleep. Now, I can tell you, since I've been out here, I've seen some folks from neighboring apartments coming out, taking a look at what's left of this building here this morning. The driver of that truck, he did take off. Police are searching for him. And of course, this situation is under investigation. But the good news here, Max, Sarah, is no injuries were reported. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Jonathan. Now, this morning, Will Smith is speaking out months after his infamous live slap of comedian Chris Rock during the Oscars. Now, if you remember, the onstage confrontation happened after Rock made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, who shaved her head as she battled alopecia. In an Instagram video Friday, Smith apologized directly to Rock, saying, quote, "My behavior was unacceptable and I'm here whenever you are ready to talk." Now, Smith says Chris Rock isn't ready to talk, but will reach out when he is.
In other Hollywood news, the Associated Press reports bronze statues of Walter White and Jesse Pinkett installed in Albuquerque yesterday. It celebrated the Breaking Bad TV series and the entertainment legacy. So the stars of the show, Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul, and director Vince Gilligan, they were on hand for the special moment. The show and its ongoing sequel, Better Call Saul, well, it helped fuel a renaissance in filmmaking across New Mexico while also cutting close to Albuquerque's real-life struggles with drug addiction and with crime.
And from bad to really good, Christmas came early this year for some children at a hospital in Michigan. It's all thanks to a 10-year-old named Sophia, whose group is called Sophia's Rainbow. They collect toys for sick children. It started when Sophia was diagnosed with a rare disorder that left her paralyzed and unable to speak and see. These days, she can use her body freely, and she has helped other patients since as a way to give back to the community.
It was amazing.
It's a cute story.
Helping out. Time now, 6:53, 77 degrees out.
It's a preview of what's coming up on Good Morning America.
Coming up on GMA, the desperate search continues in Kentucky after historic flooding left towns underwater. The latest on the death toll, and hundreds still unaccounted for. Our team is on the ground. Also coming up, tensions rising between the U.S. and China as House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is expected to leave for Asia this weekend. The controversy over her trip and the warning from Beijing about her potential visit. Plus, Will Smith publicly apologizing to Chris Rock after slapping the comedian at the Oscars 4 months ago, what he had to say about his actions and the reaction from critics. And finally, jackpot. Lotto officials confirming this morning we have a winner taking home that $1 billion prize. Find out if the winning ticket was sold near you. It's all ahead right here on GMA.
Good morning and welcome back. So Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolff, he's had many roles with the county, with the city. Remember, he was mayor. He's been reelected to be our Bexar County Judge for 20 years, elected 5 times. And as we are in the midst of his last term, he is still affecting change. We're set to be joined by Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolff tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. on Leading SA. We're going to be talking everything from his legacy to the Cite and Release program to baseball stadium. Yeah, John Paul Barajas actually did a great story on that yesterday. You can find it at KSAT.com. But we're going to talk about that, the possibility of the MLB coming to San Antonio. So if you have any specific questions, you can ask them right now. Submit them to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for all the answers.
Looking forward to that conversation. Today, you know the drill. It's going to be hot. Today will likely be our 50th 100-degree day so far this year. By noon, we'll already be at 90, 100 for the high temperature. And then even tonight after sunset, if you have Saturday night plans, know that temperatures are going to be in the 80s. It'll be warm and breezy. There is an off chance, 10% for a stray shower or storm, pretty much east of 281 today. Not a good chance for rain. And in fact, not a good chance for drought denting rain over the next 7 days. There will be some light Saharan dust out there today and tomorrow, just impacting maybe some light allergy-like symptoms. 20% chance for isolated showers and storms on Monday. But again, no drought denting rain for us as we start August. Temperatures will be cranking up to 102 Wednesday and Thursday of this upcoming week.
All right, so I know that you guys played the lottery. I know a lot of people out there played the lottery. So we've been talking about it throughout the morning. Apparently there has been at least one winner.
There's a confirmed winner.
There's one confirmed winner in Illinois. So congratulations.
They're jealous.
Be smart.
Share, please.
All right, so we're going to take an hour-long break for GMA, but don't worry, we'll be back here at 8 a.m. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, Jonathan Cotto, he's going to be live at the San Antonio Zoo. We're going to be giving away backpacks there, so he'll tell you all about that coming up at 8.
And of course, we're going to have an update on the vehicle that crashed into a downtown apartment complex overnight. That, all the overnight breaking news, everything you need to start your weekend. So we'll see you back here, 8 a.m.
See you at 8.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
A body found in Comal County. Could the discovery be connected to a woman who disappeared almost 2 weeks ago? Coming up, we'll have what investigators are saying.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Cotto. It's the largest school district in San Antonio, Northside ISD. Coming up on GMSA, we'll tell you how school officials are breaking down their safety protocol and measures ahead of the new school year.
And taking a live look out of the Alamo City, blue skies. It is only 78 degrees now, but will we see triple digits today? What about tomorrow? Will we ever see rain again? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Until then, good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Saturday. It is July 30th. And before we even get into weather news, we have a winner.
There is a winner. Someone won the $1.28 billion Mega Millions jackpot out of Illinois. So I'm sorry if you're waking up in San Antonio.
So so far only one confirmed. So I think that we could still see more.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus you always have the chance of like winning $1 million here, millionaire.
And I will say, when I checked my ticket this morning, the app, when I scanned it, the app was like, cannot process, check retailer. And I think they just had this huge influx of people checking their tickets.
Makes sense.
So they might have been a little, their system might have been a little overwhelmed. So it's probably playing catch up. Sarah, you won the Mega Ball last.
I did. I won $6 last time.
How did you win $6? Because I got the Mega Ball this time and I only won $4.
Because the Mega Player was $3 last time.
It's a good return on your investment, though.
I got the extra.
I'm very jealous of your $6.
I did not win anything though this time. So, you know, comes back to get you. Okay, outside right now, as Max said, blue skies. There are some folks who got some rain yesterday, generally east of I-35, just a few isolated showers yesterday, and even in Floresville, some decent rain. But today, our chance for rain's only 10%. Otherwise, it is going to be a hot one. 79 degrees outside right now. We did get down to 75 earlier this morning. Not too shabby. It does feel like 82, though, with the high humidity. And this weekend's going to be a great weekend to spend some time by the pool. Temperatures will be near 100 both today and tomorrow. Only a 10% chance for a stray shower or storm today. By the way, if we make it to 100 tomorrow, and that's what I'm forecasting, this will be our 50th 100-degree day today. So ahead, we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about some light Saharan dust around this weekend, and all weekend long, we're going to be near 100. Next week, hot start to August, but there are some pockets of isolated rain in the mix next week as well. So a lot to unpack in the forecast. Hope you'll stick around through this toasty forecast. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, we now know an 18-year-old dead after a wrong-way crash in East Bexar County. So this is what we know right now. It happened just before 4 a.m. This is New Sulphur Springs and Beck Road. Law enforcement at the scene telling us the crash was a result of a wrong-way driver. We just spoke to the medical examiner's office, now identifying the driver who died at the scene, 18-year-old Alex Jaimez. 2 other people who were involved in the crash rushed to BAMC. We're still waiting to learn what their conditions are at this moment. Details leading up to the crash still under investigation, but we should have updates throughout the morning, so make sure to stay with us on air and online as that becomes available. We're also keeping a close eye on a developing story, a body discovered in Comal County. This all comes as investigators are still searching for a woman who disappeared almost 2 weeks ago.
That woman, Shayna Allison DeMambro, was last seen 11 days ago. Authorities say right now they don't know if the body that was found was her, saying that they can't tell if the remains are a man or a woman. We're told someone walking not too far from her home is where that body was discovered.
DeMambro last seen at her home on Mitchell Street in Spring Branch last week. So far, still no arrests been made. We have learned that she just moved to the area last June. She was married in May. Investigators have not yet said whether they believe foul play is involved. Obviously, staying on top of the story throughout the day and throughout the weekend.
In your top stories this morning, a former San Antonio police officer is indicted on 39 counts of child pornography. The district attorney's office says 44-year-old Matthew Martin had hundreds of files containing the lewd content. An arrest affidavit states his ex-fiancee found the files and turned his phone over to police. Martin is accused of stalking her after they broke up. He left the San Antonio Police Department after he was accused of lying about an unrelated criminal case he was involved in.
Incredible, powerful moments at the hospital yesterday. Heartfelt applause and cheers for this little hero. More than 2 months later, the final victim wounded in the shooting at Robb Elementary has returned home. 10-year-old Maya Zamora was discharged from University Hospital just yesterday. Officials with the hospital say she was our hero. We can't wait to see all she accomplishes in the future. So during this 2 months at the hospital, singer Kevin Fowler visiting Maya, visiting her family as well after learning that the family was unable to attend his concert. All right, school is just around the corner, and there is a huge military kids backpack giveaway going on right now.
That's where we find our Jonathan Cotto. He is live. Good morning, Jonathan. What's happening out there?
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. Well, I'm hanging out here with my friend Lily Scott, and we are getting ready to hand out about 200 backpacks to kids who are going to be gearing up to start school this fall. But Lily, talk to us a little bit more about this initiative and what these families could expect when they arrive here this morning.
Oh, absolutely. So, yes, we are donating over 200 backpacks to children of service members who have been wounded, ill, or suffering some type of PTSD as well. So children are going to come, grab their backpacks, and also have a treat, grab their San Antonio Zoo tickets, and take them back to the vehicle, enjoy the day, and hopefully, they'll have a fun day just to relax and enjoy before school.
So on top of getting these really cool age-specific or grade-specific school supplies, they're also going to be getting some tickets to the zoo, which are available till December, correct?
Absolutely. We know it's really hot right now in Texas. We have that heat wave. So they actually have the opportunity to keep the tickets up until December and come back and enjoy, whether it's coming back in the evening or coming back for the December Christmas lights. So.
Lily, tell me about the importance of this event. We are Military City USA. Here we are contributing and helping these military families. This is a big deal.
It is. It's a show, how much we appreciate them, how we're here to support them, and walk alongside them. We're not just here for, tuck and roll, here's your backpack. We're here to follow them during the recovery time.
Well, we know that, the cost of things the prices are getting up there, so I'm sure this is a huge help. So thank you, Lily. We're going to be chatting more here coming up in the next half hour. For now, we're going to toss it back to you in the studio. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. And like we talked about at the top of the show, there is a winner of last night's $1.28 billion jackpot.
It's being reported that so far there is one winner out of Illinois. If you need the numbers, here you go. The winning numbers are 67, 45, 57, 36, 13, and that mega ball was 14. The cash payout option of the jackpot is $742 million. Second largest jackpot in the 20-year history of the game. And I believe you win $1 million if you get all 5 numbers.
Okay.
So, maybe you didn't get the 1.2 billion, but still check your tickets.
Obviously, check the tickets.
Because you can still win. You can win, $6 like I did. If you get the mega ball, you can win $1 million if you get all 5 numbers.
Well, it was funny because at 6 o'clock, I was like, oh, well, the big number's 14. You're like, I have a 14.
I have a 14, but I haven't scanned my ticket yet. I didn't win.
There you go. Good luck to everyone out there who played. Time now, 8:08, 78 degrees out.
All right, an East Side staple is closing its doors for good. Mr. and Mrs. G's will serve up its last soul food plate this afternoon. That story still ahead.
Plus, find out how an organization is lending a helping hand to military men and women who now are facing unemployment as they wrap up their military service. Jonathan Cotto is going to explain.
78 degrees at 8:09 this morning. It's going to be another hot one. So if you have things to do it early. Sarah Spivey will have our Saturday forecast when we come back.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at the satellite radar across the state of Texas. You know, not everybody across the state of Texas is really dry. In fact, the Panhandle getting some good rain in the overnight hours. You can see that there is a conveyor belt of rainfall across Panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma, and toward the Mississippi River Valley. That's where the jet stream is. But just to the south of the jet stream, we still got that heat high in place. So it's going to keep all of the rain-making energy up to our north, and we're going to stay hot over the weekend. In fact, here's a look at rainfall potential over the next 7 days. You can see that there will be the winters across the Four Corners region, northern Oklahoma, out toward Arkansas, and unfortunately, folks across the Tennessee River Valley, which had too much flooding, are expecting to get some more rain. Meanwhile, around south central Texas, it's going to be a dry one for us over the next 7 days. There could be a couple of coastal showers that make it to the I-35 corridor, but really no drought-denting rain in our forecast over the next several days. Today, only a 10% chance for a stray shower or storm. I'll show you that future cast in a bit. Monday, only a 20% chance, and about a 20% chance is the best we can do in the week ahead, too, on Friday. Now, here's a look at that high-res future cast for the day today. It's mainly going to be sunny and hot around San Antonio, but as we head to the afternoon, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., east of 281, Isolated showers and storms are possible. Chance for rain is only 10% if you live east of 281. Otherwise, it is going to be a hot one. And as I mentioned, this stray shower activity is not going to help us out when it comes to the drought. Here's a look at the current drought monitor. Exceptional drought across the hill country west of San Antonio, and exceptional drought for the south side of Bexar County out to New Braunfels and Seguin, with extreme drought in its wake in Canyon Lake and in northern Bexar County. Right now outside it's 79 degrees. It feels like 82 already because the humidity is high. The good news today is that humidity will come down a little bit in the afternoon, so we won't have to deal with the heat index when we're flirting with the triple digits. Good morning to you in Hondo. It's 77 degrees. 77 in Rock Springs, 81 in Del Rio, 76 in Beeville, 79 in Cotulla, and 78 in New Braunfels. As I mentioned, temperatures are going to be hot today. Around San Antonio, we'll be at 101 in Sabinal, 101 in Castroville, 100 in Seguin, 101 in New Braunfels, shaving off a few degrees in higher elevations. So if you live in Bulverde, Helotes, Bernie, your high will be in the upper 90s today, close to 100 though in Canyon Lake. Here's a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast. By 10, we'll be at 85 degrees. By noon, 90. Winds are going to pick up in the afternoon from the south at about 15 miles per hour. It's after 3 p.m. that will have that small chance for an isolated shower or storm east of 281. Otherwise, 100 for the high temperature, and after sunset close to 8:30, we're going to see temperatures cool down into the upper 80s for the evening. So if you have Saturday night plans, it's going to be windy and warm. All right, for the day today, there's also going to be some light Saharan dust in the air both today and tomorrow. Coming up in the next half hour, I'll show you where that plume of Saharan dust is. Monday, slightly better rain chances, a few more clouds, but still not going to cut it when it comes to denting the drought. Only a 20% chance for isolated showers and storms on Monday. High temperature of 99. The first week of August, we're going to be looking at highs near 100 to 102. Max and Sarah. More on that Saharan dust a little bit later.
All right. So what's your trick to beat the heat?
Leave. I went to the beach.
Yeah, I know. I wanted you to explain.
I went to the beach. North Padre Island, the National Seashore.
There you go.
87 degrees. It was really, it was bathwater, but it was still very nice.
And you got the sea breeze.
I know.
All right, time now, 8:16, 78 degrees out.
All right, after the break, we're taking a look at the struggles of unemployment facing many veterans as they separate from the military and attempt to enter the workforce. We'll tell you how one organization is trying to help.
Good morning and welcome back. Well, San Antonio, we are Military City, USA. We thank all the men and women who've served our country. But a big problem that these men and women face after serving, unemployment.
Experts say statistics from the Bureau of Labor isn't accurately reporting the veteran unemployment rate, and many vets aren't landing the jobs they are qualified for. Our Jonathan Cotto explains the problem and what some nonprofit organizations are doing to provide a solution.
Recent data from the Veterans Metrics Initiative shows that a combined underemployment and unemployment rate for transitioning service members and veterans is at a staggering 61%. But what does underemployment actually mean?
We mean people working beneath their objective skill set and experience. So they're getting paid less than they should for the experience they have and for the education they have.
Goldenberg says underemployment is a growing societal problem that is hitting veterans especially hard.
We noticed that we're hearing anecdotally from veterans, hey, I got a job, I've got 2 jobs, but I can't pay the rent because I can't get enough hours. On the one hand, they're employed, but on the other hand, they're not employed in a quality manner such that they can, pay the rent.
One of the most requested services from transitioning service members and veterans is employment support. To make matters worse, employment is the lowest funded of any veteran program area.
If you take the entire U.S. government veteran spend, which is about $300 billion, less than 0.1% of that spend, less than 0.1% goes to employment, which is kind of crazy for a lot of reasons.
So, according to Goldenberg, if we can get veterans into high-quality jobs, their need for other high-cost services such as medical, mental health, housing, and education requiring government funding support goes way down.
It's a force multiplier. If we can, spend a little bit of money, if we doubled it to 0.2% of the federal Veterans Fund, we would double the amount of support we could give veterans in landing those high-quality jobs.
For Air Force veteran Esteban Soto Jr., leaving behind the ranks of the Air Force came with a crippling sense of anxiety.
When you are getting out, not only are you having a wave of emotions that you're not going to be putting on your uniform anymore, but you also have to find a job.
And to land a good job, you need a pretty standout resume.
That right there is probably the biggest hurdle, and that's the one that causes, for me at least, the most anxiety.
So he found some assistance through a nonprofit vetted by the Call of Duty Endowment Program. He asked one simple question, and the rest was history.
My resume hasn't been touched in several years, and I know it needs help. If I provide you with what I have, can you help me?
That is what Goldenberg says is the start to making a dent in that 61% of under- and unemployment among veterans. Individual transition support.
We can help these veterans find that customized solution if they take the time to understand what they really want to do and how to present their experience and training and education. They're going to land that high quality job, that high fit job. They're going to be happy. They're going to be well paid. They're going to stay.
And that was Jonathan Cotto. He has the whole series front and center. It's all on KSAT.com. He does so many stories with and about the military. You should go check it out. Time now, 8:23, 79 degrees out.
All right, it's an end of an era for a longtime popular soul food restaurant closing its doors. We'll tell you how long you have before Mr. and Mrs. G's officially closes today.
Good morning and welcome back. So today, last day, Mr. and Mrs. G's on the east side will officially be open.
The restaurant, they're closing their doors for good this afternoon. Vicki Adams, the daughter of Mr. G, along with her sister Deborah Thomas, have been keeping the restaurant afloat after their parents' health declined and eventually passed. But Adams says the cost to operate the restaurant is extremely high and the building is very old and inefficient, and it's time to close.
She says she and her family are walking away with a lot of wonderful memories, including seeing the lines and lines of people wrapped around the building waiting to eat her family's soul food dishes.
All of the San Antonians, the surrounding areas, as well as the surrounding states. I mean, I just thank them for all the love and support that they have shown us, not just over the past few days since we've announced the closing, but over the past few years. It's because of everyone, everyone in San Antonio and the surrounding cities, states that made, this restaurant what it was.
So if you want to eat there today, for the last time, doors open this morning at 11 and they'll close permanently at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Time now 8:27, 79 degrees out.
Well, coming up in our next half hour, MLB officials say either upgrade Wolf Stadium or possibly lose your baseball team. We'll tell you how local officials are responding.
And a possible setback in the effort to bring detained Americans home from Russia. What the Russians are now proposing that has White House officials upset. We'll explain. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. It is the last Saturday in July, and I gotta say, the closer we get to fall, the better it's gonna feel.
Yeah, but first, before we get to fall, we have to get through August, which is usually when we see all these triple digits, Sarah Spivey. So I'm kind of scared we're gonna go from hundreds every day to like 105 every day. Can that be possible?
It could be, but in the first week of August here, we'll be sticking around to 100 to about 103. And by the way, our all-time hottest temperature ever was recorded in September back in 2000.
Cool.
So yeah, we've got a while to go here, but yeah, that first fall cold front will feel great, won't it? All right, let's take a look outside this morning with live cam. 79 degrees, feels like 82. Winds are from the southeast, about 10 miles per hour. If you're planning on taking your dog for a walk today, do so now or later in the day because it is going to be simply too hot for those pups' paws. We'll be at 90 already by noon, 100 for the afternoon high temperature today. Today would be our 50th 100-degree day. Now, as for the pollen count, molds are present and pigweed are present in low amounts, so that's some good news there. We've also got some light Saharan dust in the air this weekend. So coming up in the forecast, I'm going to show you that Saharan dust model, and we'll also talk about those triple-digit temps as we head into August. I'll have that forecast in a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, Bexar County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a head-on collision. This happened on Culebra around 12:40 this morning. Deputies say two vehicles crashed into each other, sending one passenger to the hospital. We're told their injuries are minor. Right now, no charges are expected to be filed.
Well, happening this morning, a special giveaway making sure military kids are equipped for the upcoming school year, which is just around the corner.
I know. So our Jonathan Cotto is live from the San Antonio Zoo with more on this event and why organizers have made it their mission. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah, and that's right. They've made it their mission to help and support military families, and that's why this event is happening today. It's catered specifically to military families, especially those with some form of disability. Isn't that right, Lily?
Correct. Some, have been injured in combat, suffered illnesses or injuries, and we're here to support them and say, hey, listen, come join us today, get a backpack, take the stress of that financial need at the beginning of the school year when we know they can get bombarded through walls. So Simplifying America's Fund wants to make sure that we're here to support, and show our love to our service members and their families.
Now, we know that about 200 backpacks are going to be given away this morning, along with tickets to the zoo. But talk to us about Simplify and America's Fund and how that journey has looked like for you. I know earlier you were mentioning you've seen some of the same families, you've seen some of the kids grow up. What does that journey look like for you?
Oh, absolutely. Simplifying America's Fund has been here for the families or the individual service members since the beginning of initiation of whether they were injured, suffered a diagnosis, or some type of other, injury. So we're here to say, how can we help you, whether it's support at bedside or with any medical equipment that is needed, travel for the families. We're here to show our support and let them know that they're not on this journey alone. We'll help them with the out-of-pocket expenses and follow them throughout their time of recovery and let them know we're not going to just say goodbye. We're here for them to walk along their side.
I absolutely love that, Lily, and this is the very least we can do for them. Even if it's just a little bit of help here, giving their children some school supplies, it's doing something. We are not forgetting our military community here in San Antonio. Bexar, we're going to continue to hang out here. Families are already starting to arrive. They're parking, and they're going to be showing up, picking up these backpacks any moment now. We're going to send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Jonathan. Also happening today, like we said, school right around the corner. There is a free back-to-school fair. District 3 Councilwoman Phyllis Villagran and State Representative Elizabeth Campos partnering with CASA, Child Advocates of San Antonio, getting families in and around our area ready for the first day of school. So it kicks off at 9 this morning at the CASA office, 1900 block of South W.W. White Road. It's right next to the U-Haul rental building. More than 15 vendors will be on site handing out school supplies, offering free services like eye exams, COVID vaccines, dental checkups, all the other health screenings you want to get done before that first day. Organizers say they're going to be using drive-through lanes to give out backpacks and other school supplies. The free back-to-school fair is scheduled to go, like we said, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. this afternoon, or got to hurry up because it only goes until supplies last.
In your morning headlines, police in D.C. say 11 people were shot in 6 different shootings in a span of less than 12 hours. The first shooting happened Friday morning, injuring 3 people. The next 2 shootings were in the afternoon, with one of them being deadly. Officers then say 3 more shootings happened before 9:15 last night. Right now, no arrests have been made in any of these shootings. D.C. police are investigating.
And headed to Kentucky, where the death toll now stands at 16 people in the aftermath of these devastating floods that hit the region starting on Thursday. It caught a lot of families off guard. So just yesterday, rescue efforts continued. Thousands of people still don't have power. The Kentucky governor, he toured some of the damage along with FEMA and the National Guard. Now, we saw homes, towns, and roads in the eastern part of Kentucky completely underwater still. Trying to make any sort of rescue nearly impossible for some of these areas. Here's the thing, officials do expect that death toll to continue to rise.
A large, quick-moving grass fire that forced people to evacuate their homes happened in Dallas. That has been contained. That happened on Friday. The fire department in Glen Heights closed streets and asked many residents to leave their homes. Fortunately, officials were able to contain the flames by early yesterday evening, ending those evacuations. Close to 200 acres were burned.
Well, the White House now calling added details to a prisoner release swap. Now, this is a big proposal with Russia for the basketball star Brittany Griner and former Marine Paul Whelan, and they're calling it a bad faith attempt by Russia to avoid the deal on the table. And the White House added it's a deal that Russia should take.
ABC's Christine Sloan has the latest.
A possible setback in the effort to bring detained Americans Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan home. The White House is shooting down a Russian official's idea to add another prisoner to a proposed swap, Vadim Krasikov. He's a convicted Russian hitman in German custody. The White House said, quote, holding two wrongfully detained Americans hostage for an assassin that's in a third country is not a serious counteroffer. The statement came after U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov about the possible deal.
We had a frank and direct conversation. I pressed the Kremlin to accept the substantial proposal that we put forth.
Sources tell ABC News that proposal is to swap Griner and Whelan for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, who is in a U.S. prison. After the call, Blinken didn't provide many details about what the Russians said in response.
He was very clear. He also said he is not delusional, and we expect conversations and negotiations to continue.
But Moscow says Lavrov did ask the U.S. to return to, quote, quiet diplomacy after the White House announced an offer was on the table. Until the deal is finalized, the family of Paul Whelan is slow to celebrate. Paul's brother David releasing a statement to ABC News saying, quote, I don't anticipate seeing any movement for months, or at least not until Miss Griner's case has concluded. Christine Sloan, ABC News, New York.
Major League Baseball officials want the San Antonio's missions to get an upgrade.
That's right. So there are requirements, and that means more money for the facilities, or we could lose the team altogether. John Paul Barajas asked the Bexar County judge how they hope to deal with this curveball.
It's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game. But San Antonio is just hoping to stay on the field and in the game with its minor league team, the Missions.
We don't have a whole lot of major league teams for anything, so we might as well take a little bit of pride in that.
In order to keep the team, some multi-million-dollar changes will need to happen, and fans don't want to see their team go.
So just had a lot of really good memories that I've had out there. Yeah, it's a great family environment.
Major League Baseball is requiring minor league teams to enhance the player experience. That means updating Wolf Stadium or getting a new ballpark by May 2025.
They've got some strong guidelines now, and we built that stadium when I was mayor in 1994, so it's almost 30 years old.
The judge tells us to meet facility requirements, they will need to upgrade the dugout as well as player locker rooms. He is afraid they don't have enough room underneath the seats to expand to make those improvements. The other issue is stadiums are now required to have 8,500 seats, meaning Wolf Stadium would need to add 2,000. He estimates the cost to come out to be about $5 to $10 million.
Costs a lot more to build a new one. Estimates have varied anywhere from $75 million to $150 million.
When it comes to covering the cost, one idea is to have hotel taxes cover 75 to 80% of it. The rest through a partnership with whoever the city and county work with if they decide to build from scratch. Discussions for a potential new park include downtown near San Pedro Creek and the old Lone Star Brewery, or on the north side by UTSA.
The next step would be somebody needs to bring something to us, and the mayor needs to take a look at it. I need to take a look at it, and but so far they have not been able to do that.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
We actually just heard from Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf just there. He's actually been in his current role for more than 20 years. Remember, he was elected to be the county judge 5 times. Now he's in his last term, and he's still affecting change. So we're actually set to be joined by Wolf tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. on Leading SA. We're going to be talking about everything from his legacy to this site and release program to the baseball stadium. So if you have any specific questions you'd like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for the full conversation. Time now, 8:42, 80 degrees out.
All right, it might be July, but if you want to get your mind off these triple digits, it's time to secure your Christmas plan. If you want to visit the Lightscape at Botanical Gardens, we'll explain in just a bit.
It's like Christmas in July. All right, today's Texas Eats headed to Houston. We have your full preview. Are we doing seafood?
I like that.
Okay.
Cajun.
Okay.
All right, taking a look outside, 8:42, 80 degrees. Like Sarah Spivey said, if you have plans, get them done early this morning because it's going to be a hot one. She'll explain when we come back.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Just a little bit of a hiccup in the weather this weekend. Some Saharan dust has returned. The more dense plume is out over the Atlantic right now, but we do have a light plume of Saharan dust that's pushing into south central Texas. It'll be with us throughout the day today and tomorrow, eventually thinning out completely by Monday in the morning hours. And really, we don't anticipate too much of a dent to the air quality. Air quality will be moderate, so really only those who are particularly sensitive to dust in the air may notice some allergy-like symptoms. But other than that, things are going to be okay. You'll notice a haze on the horizon and perhaps even a colorful sunset as well. Outside right now, it's 79 degrees. It feels like 82. It is so humid out there. Dew points are in the 70s. Very humid outside. Winds from the southeast at about 10 miles per hour at the moment. In Kerrville, it's 78 degrees this morning, 79 in Uvalde. Wake up temperature in Eagle Pass is 81. Good morning in Pleasanton. It's 81 degrees, 82 in Gonzales, 78 in New Braunfels. As I mentioned, 79 here in San Antonio. You know, yesterday some folks got lucky and got some rain. There was a 20% chance for showers and storms yesterday because of the sea breeze. Today, that rain chance is even less, only 10% if you live east of 281 from that sea breeze. And the time frame there will be 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Otherwise, majority of us are just going to be hot today. But take a look at this picture sent in through our KSAT Connect app, KSAT Connect feature on our weather app, rather. Look at this beautiful isolated downpour here. You can see the rain shaft and everything. This was out in Lavernia. I love this comment. Beautiful storm cloud. No rain, though. I know it was almost a tease yesterday with some of those isolated showers and storms. Again, the rain chance today, even less, but about 10% if you live east of 281. Outside, the high temperature in Eagle Pass will be 104 in Carrizo Springs. It'll be 100 in Canyon Lake, 101 Uvalde, 103 in Del Rio, around the San Antonio metro area, 100 in San Antonio, 100 in Seguin, 101 in Hondo, 103 in Divine, 100 in Bandera. Just shy of 100 degrees, Bulverde, Bernie, and Helotes. That higher elevation is going to help you out a little bit, keep you a couple of degrees cooler. As for your KSAT 12-hour forecast around the San Antonio metro area, 85 at 10, 90 at noon. We'll be looking at winds from the south today at about 10 to 15, gusting up to potentially 20 miles per hour. It'll be 100 degrees for the high temperature. After sunsets around 8:30, temperatures will still be in the 80s tonight, so it'll be a warm, breezy evening if you have Saturday night plans. One thing that's not too bad is that this afternoon during the peak heat of the day, our dew points will actually fall into the 50s. And so that means we will not have to deal with the heat index value. The humidity is going to be low enough to not make it feel all that hotter outside than what the thermometer actually reads. So today when you see 100 is what you're going to get. And by the way, today will be our 50th 100 degree day over this year so far. So it has been brutally hot. All right, by Monday, we start to up that rain chance just slightly, only to 20%. Again, we'll take any little bit of rain chance we can get, but that's not going to help us out when it comes to drought, unfortunately. For the first week of August, highs will range anywhere from 99 to 102, typically our hottest part of the year, and it's going to feel like it too. Max, Sarah.
We can do this. We can get through August to hopefully not have triple digits in September. But like Sarah said, it's happened before.
Hopefully. And one way to escape the heat, go to the beach. I've got your Bay and Beach forecast for the weekend coming up.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 8:50, 80 degrees out.
In today's episode of Texas Eats, we're heading to H-Town for some Cajun Texas dishes. Your preview coming up.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. It is Saturday. That means we have an episode of Texas Eats at 10 a.m. David Elder taking us to Houston, trying some Cajun Texas fusion dishes.
Love a good fusion dish. So those dishes are being served up with a New Orleans twist. Take a look.
We're the only people that were doing crawfish back in the days.
Everybody was cooking it up.
That's it, man.
So you got some of these recipes from your family. Have you evolved any of this into what it is today?
Yeah, you know, this recipe here is from my chef and I, just kind of playing around in the lab, and we developed it about 10 years ago. Our crawfish is a 3-step process. We get a lot of seasoning from the boil water. We have a dry spice we hit it with, then we have a really nice wet sauce we hit it with, and we just mix it all in really good together. We're really big on our add-ons. We have like 20 different add-ons.
I got a little twist action on there. Now you got to go for the head.
You got to.
The seasoning that's on here has got a little kick to it, which is nice. And you offer like a spicy and a non-spicy version, right?
We do, yeah. This is our spicy version. We call this our Tex Orleans style. It's kind of what we say.
Give me some elbow, man.
Made us famous, baby.
You like crawfish?
I've actually never had crawfish.
Wait, hold on.
I know.
Our director of Flowers, did you hear that?
Yeah.
He's never had crawfish.
Yeah.
Oh.
So eventually we'll do a crawfish boil one of these days.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I cannot, I'm just speechless.
Time now is just about 8:55, 80 degrees out.
All right, the ever popular Lightscape Christmas display will return to San Antonio. What you need to know if you want to see these beautiful lights this year, that story after the break.
Good morning and welcome back. Right now, tickets already on sale for the San Antonio Botanical Gardens Holiday Light Display, Lightscape. Yes, they're already on sale for the Holiday Lightscape.
You gotta prepare. It was a big event. This year, officials say 80% of the show will be brand new.
Wow.
Lightscape will run from November 11th through January 8th of 2023. For ticket prices and parking information, just head to our website. I remember this was such a popular event. Every time I talked to somebody who went, they're like, oh, so packed. It was so packed when we went. But I guess, you know.
It is beautiful. And
It's beautiful.
Jonathan Cotto did a live shot for the setup there and all of the work that goes into it. So, yeah, I mean, good for the Botanical Gardens. And if you're interested, if you want to really plan ahead, go do it now.
Get your mind off this heat, too.
Time now, 8:57, 80 degrees out. All right, a lot of questions when it comes to monkeypox. We're going to have the latest numbers here in Bexar County. What you need to know, that's next.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Cotto. It's back to school season, which means families are gearing up for the new school year. That also means lots of school supplies are needed, and for that, a backpack giveaway. We'll have more details coming up on GMSA.
Plus, it has been the story over the last week, at least the last 24 hours. We have a winner, the Mega Millions Lottery, more than $1.2 billion. Winning ticket sold in Illinois.
The cash option for the mystery winner, worth over $746 million.
Not that you were tracking it or anything?
No, not that I was obsessively checking my
Anyone
ticket.
that didn't join us throughout the morning, Sarah has a ticket.
I have a ticket. I checked it. And then when I scanned it on
before you get to the scan, we knew the numbers. We've been talking about the numbers throughout the morning. And I said, oh, the big number's 14. You're like, I have a 14.
I know I have a 14. I won, what, $6? $4? Oh, sorry. $4. I won $4. But if you had this, if you went through what I went through this morning and when you scanned your ticket, it said, cannot process, please check with the retailer. And it was through the Texas Lottery app. And I think it's because they had a bit of an overload, everyone checking their tickets. So many people played last night. And I think that's why it took a while for us to come out that there was actual winner.
Yeah, but congratulations to them in Illinois. Sarah Spivey, did you play?
I did. Last week, I won $6 because I also got the Mega Ball.
Nice.
This week I got another.
It's okay.
It is what it is. All right, outside, if you're planning on escaping the heat, you may want to go to the coast. It'll be about 10 degrees cooler, but of course, all that much more humid. 92 today, seas will be at 2 to 3 feet. Bays are choppy, heat index up to 102. On Sunday, tomorrow, 90 degrees, just a 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm. Bays will once again be choppy. Locally, around San Antonio, if you want to float on the Comal or the Guadalupe River, just know that it is going to be hot today. Noon, 90, 100 for the high temperature. If we reach 100, that'll be our 50th 100-degree day so far this year. But if you are going to be floating on the rivers, just know that it's low and slow. Zero flow along the Frio out west of San Antonio, and along the Guadalupe, there's zero flow near Comfort and Spring Branch. Now, the good news is past Canyon Lake, there is some flow out near New Braunfels, so go for it, do it. Just know that it's going to be a low and slow float. Outside right now, it is 82 degrees. Wow, temperature just went up. It feels like 85 outside. Coming up, I'm going to have a look at the pollen count, and we're going to talk about how hot August is going to be, at least the start of August. Max, Sarah.
There's Bobby. Thank you so much. Happening now, a back-to-school event hosted by Semperfi and America's Fund. They're giving away backpacks right now at the San Antonio Zoo.
This event supports military families as they get ready to return to class. We find our Jonathan Cotto live at the zoo with the latest. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. That's right. We're at the San Antonio Zoo where this backpack giveaway is taking place by Semperfi and America's Fund. And I have to state, Semperfi means always faithful, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that correct, Master Sergeant?
Semper Fidelis, always faithful, yes, sir.
And interestingly enough, here you are, remaining faithful, contributing to your community, and especially our veteran community here. Talk to me about that experience and what that journey has been like for you.
It's nonstop. You know, I retired in 2015, and I miss my veterans. I miss my fellow service members. So started volunteering doing this, and I'm still doing it today and having a wonderful time. And it's great to be around these guys and talk about old times and stuff like that. Yes, sir.
Now, I know today 200 backpacks are being given away to kids, these vets kids. How rewarding has this been? Because I know you guys don't just do these backpack giveaways. You do so much more.
Oh, it's very rewarding. You get to see these guys, you get to visit with their families, get to know them a little bit better, and just see the joy in their eyes and how much fun they're having when they come here and stuff like that. It's the most rewarding thing I could ever get. Good times.
Master Sergeant, well, thank you so much for everything you do. We truly appreciate it, and thank you so much for your service.
Oh, thank you very much, and thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Well, there you have it, Max and Sarah. This event is happening today. It's already kicked off. You've seen just already over a dozen kids and their parents picking up their backpacks. Started at 8:30. It'll wrap up roughly at 10:30. And again, this is an event for military families, veterans who can use that support. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Jonathan. Also happening now, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office is hosting a career fair at the YMCA Tri-Point. That's on North St. Mary Street near downtown off of 281. But you've got to hurry. It's already started and goes until 11 today. Employees will be on hand to answer questions about careers. BCSO is hiring detention deputy, patrol deputy, dispatch, and clerical options. The next testing time for applicants is at 11. So applicants will also need to take a physical agility test. So you're asked to wear exercise clothes and running shoes.
Topping your morning headlines, at least 16 people, including 2 children, dead this morning after severe floods in Kentucky. State officials do expect that death toll to get even worse. Entire neighborhoods still underwater after that heavy rain brought on flash flooding in the area. The National Guard brought in for search and rescue. Families continue to comb through the damage. They're still trying to salvage all that they can of their lives. Here's the worst part. More rain is expected to pass through Kentucky through the weekend.
Meanwhile, an urgent push continues to get basketball star Brittany Griner and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan released from Russian custody. Russia's foreign minister and Secretary of State Antony Blinken have spoken about a proposal for a prisoner swap, but right now it's unclear if any progress has been made. Sources tell ABC News the offer was to swap for a Russian arms dealer, Victor Bout, who is in a U.S. prison.
Time now, 9:07, 81 degrees out.
All right, still ahead on GMSA at 9, the Monarch migrating butterfly visits San Antonio every fall, but now they're on the endangered species list. What you can do to help save the monarchs.
All right, after the break, we all know laundry can be a chore. I have a hot take here. It's like the best chore because you do the laundry and it gives you an excuse to like kind of be lazy while you wait.
No.
So
I hate doing laundry.
There is an easy way to keep from doing laundry to hurt your wallet and hurt the environment. We're going to explain next. Hate doing laundry?
You know what? I hate folding and putting away.
Okay.
I'll do the laundry and then I'll sit there in the basket and I keep grabbing from the basket. It's a vicious cycle. 9:07, 81 degrees. Sarah Spivey will have our forecast when we come back.
Good morning and welcome back. So whether you like it or not, when you do it, when you don't do it, whether you ask other people to do it, doing laundry is something that's on most people's to-do list.
I wish I had other people to do my laundry for me. All right, but with inflation and concerns about climate change, there are things you can do to save money and also help the environment. ABC's Rena Roy tells us how.
Doing the laundry is a chore that a lot of us don't really think about all that much, but there are choices you can make that can help your budget and the environment. Tanya Christian of Consumer Reports says one of the first things to consider is the water temperature you choose.
A lot of people have a tendency to use the hot water when they wash clothes, but really what we found is you can use the cold water cycle for practically everything.
Using cold water can save you money because your washing machine doesn't have to use energy to heat the water, but there are times when washing in hot water is best.
The times that you want to use hot water is when maybe somebody's sick at home, so you want to launder sheets in hot water to kind of kill that bacteria.
Consumer Reports says to make sure to use the right amount of detergent.
What we found is you can use 1.5 ounces of laundry detergent, and that really does the job on a regular load. Sometimes you use too much, and that's actually when you get buildup on your clothes. So it's less expensive because you're not using as much, and it's just better for your clothing to use the appropriate amount of laundry detergent.
If you're using fabric softeners or dryer sheets, think again.
Most of the time, if you use just a regular cycle, it's going to get your clothes soft. You don't need the extra additives, so stay away from those things and save money in the long run.
And one last tip, Consumer Reports says over drying your clothes can increase your electric bill and shorten the life of fabrics. They recommend using the automatic drying cycle on your dryer to save energy and extend the life of your clothes. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Okay, let me tell you, the issue of laundry has been a hot button issue. Max and Sarah have some big opinions about it.
Someone fold my laundry, please.
Me and Max are in the camp of that. We think laundry is kind of like a lazy chore, like you can listen to podcasts, you can do whatever you want.
Absolutely not.
Sarah thinks it's the chore from heck. Okay.
It's the worst.
In the pollen count today, we've got mold and pigweed. Both are low. Both are low. We've got some Saharan dust in the air, just a light plume of Saharan dust, but it is going to go away by Monday. If you are particularly sensitive to the dust, you may end up wheezing and sneezing just a little bit, but again, a fairly light plume of Saharan dust. We've seen worse. Okay, across the state of Texas, Panhandle got some good rain. Even the DFW metro area is getting a few showers, but most of the heavier rain is across northern Oklahoma into northern Arkansas. And unfortunately, the areas that have seen floods across Kentucky, Tennessee River Valley, likely going to see some more heavier rain for them. But while they're getting too much of a good thing from the jet stream, we're still under the influence of this heat high, which is what's going to keep out our big rain chances for us over the coming days. And so over the next 7 days, a belt of rain across the Central Plains and the Tennessee River Valley, while we're going to remain dry generally around San Antonio. Not to say there couldn't be a few coastal showers, that is possible, but no drought denting rain in our forecast over the next 7 days. Today, only a 10% chance for a stray shower or storm. Monday, 20% chance, and Friday, 20. 20 is about the best that we can do. And today, that chance is only going to be 10%. East of 281. That's just the way it is, unfortunately, for us. No drought denting rain. We're just going to be hot. And speaking of the drought, We see exceptional and extreme drought all around south central Texas and around the San Antonio metro area. While this drought is not extensive as the drought it was in 2011, it is hotter this summer than it was in 2011. 82 degrees outside right now, feels like 85. Good morning in Kerrville. You're still in the 70s, 79 degrees, 77 in Rock Springs, 81 in Hondo, 83 in Pleasanton, 83 in Gonzales, 84 in Cotulla, and 83 in Del Rio. It's going to be 100 degrees in San Antonio this afternoon, 100 in Seguin, 103 in Devine, 101 in Hondo. It'll be 98 in Comfort, not as hot in Bernie, but still fairly hot. 97 for the high temperature in Bernie, and 100 in Canyon Lake. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, already at 90 by noon, and then in the afternoon, 100 for the high temperature, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. that 10% chance for a stray shower east of 281. Otherwise, winds are going to be from the south-southeast at 5-15, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. So there will be a bit of a breeze. Light Saharan dust around. I'll show you that Saharan dust model coming up in a bit and take a look at the air quality from that Saharan dust. Monday, only a 20% chance for isolated showers and storms, but a few more clouds should keep us close to a 99 for the high. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Time now, just about 9:16, 81 degrees. Still so much to come here on GMSA Saturday morning. In just a few minutes, the Woodlawn Theater has new details about their upcoming move to the Wonderland of the Americas Mall.
Plus, the Monarch migrating butterfly visits San Antonio every fall, but now they're on the U.S. endangered species list. What we can do to help save the monarchs, we'll explain when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back. So the migrating monarch, known to stop in San Antonio every fall as they travel to Mexico, well, these butterflies officially put on the endangered species list just last week.
So what can we do now to help the migrating monarch? I spoke with the foundation that's been sending out free seeds for over 20 years for plants that monarchs feed on, and they say it's more crucial now than ever. The migratory monarch butterfly, a subspecies of the monarch, known for migrating from Canada to Mexico every fall, is now endangered. That's 2 steps away from extinction. The population has declined by 90% in the past 2 decades due to climate change and pesticides, according to federal scientists. So what can be done to help? Plant more milkweed. Milkweed is the monarch's prime food source. Extreme weather events and pesticide use has killed a massive amount of natural occurring milkweed in North America. It's why since 2000, the Live Monarch Foundation has made its mission to send out thousands of free seeds across the country.
You're the one who's going to take the seed and plant it. I can't plant 10,000 gardens every month, but I can give people the seeds to make sure that they can plant 10,000 gardens and do that start.
A post from the foundation goes viral every couple of years, saying if you send one self-addressed stamped envelope to Live Monarch, they will send you free seeds back in the mail. The foundation does do this, and since the news broke about the monarchs being endangered, they are getting thousands of requests daily.
There's always somebody asking for free seeds every day in the mail, but just a little bit. And then Friday, it looks like it's about 50 to 100 times that volume.
Singer is asking for people to go to their website instead of sending them envelopes, make a small donation for the seeds, and send in an online order to help their small staff of less than 5 people keep up with the requests.
Let's save on postage and let's save on trees. Don't cut down a whole forest to send us 10,000 envelopes when you could send a few. So we try to get that message out too.
Based on your area, they send you native milkweed seeds. In South Texas, you can start planting those seeds now so they can get their roots in place by the fall, and they will go dormant in the winter. But that way, come spring and the following fall, they will be ready for those migrating monarchs. Singer says rather than just throwing them in a field, make sure to plant the seeds under 1/2 inch to 1 inch of soil, water often, cover and mulch, and also avoid using pesticides in DEET in your garden because this can kill monarchs. Okay, I do want to make a point. That butterfly was on a hydrangea, not the milkweed we were talking about. So if you go to any of the nurseries here in San Antonio, you're not really going to find native milkweed for sale. You're going to find a lot of that tropical milkweed. We have several shots of it because it grows really well here. But there is some controversy that studies have shown that maybe tropical milkweed you shouldn't be using tropical milkweed. My point is, let's just use any milkweed at this point, and in the meantime, start planting those seeds of the native milkweed. So at least for this season, the monarchs have something to eat when they migrate through the fall.
Okay. KSAT.com?
Yes.
Okay. Lot to explain there. Time now, 9:23, 81 degrees out.
All right, coming up next, the Woodlawn Theater has new details about their upcoming move to the Wonderland of America's Mall. We'll tell you about it after the break.
Good morning and welcome back. So the Woodlawn Theater releasing new details about their huge upcoming move to the Wonderland of America's Mall.
So earlier this month, the nonprofit announced they were leaving their Fredericksburg Road location, taking over space in the mall that used to be part of a Santikos theater.
So this seems like the next step for us to be able to continue our wonderful mission of sustaining the arts in our city. So it'll give us a lot of room for growth.
So renovations for the two theaters that they're going to be taking over already underway. The theater will debut a new name once their new season starts, and that's not going to happen until next spring. So huge move, and I know we've done so many stories with Woodlawn Theater and all the local theaters going through COVID, worried about reopening and whatnot. So this is an awesome move for them, and really excited for their next step. Time now, 9:27, 82 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA at 9:30, we have new details about a deadly wrong-way crash that happened in East Bexar County, what police are saying about it.
And, big news for Shakira. She's in hot water. Why she could be facing up to 8 years in prison. We're going to explain. Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. It is Saturday, it is July 30th. It is the last Saturday in July, and we've been hoping for cooler temperatures as we get closer and closer to fall, but it doesn't look that way.
No, and I came home from Corpus last night from the 87 degrees at the beach. I had to turn my AC off for an AC leak. It was 96 degrees in my house.
Oh my gosh, Sarah.
And I had to try to go to bed, and the AC was working overtime. It was awful.
Oh my goodness. Is it okay now? Everything's fine now?
I mean, it's still leaking. We have a bucket underneath. We're going to have it fixed later this week.
Well, then
at least the AC is working.
You're really not going to like this first weather headline here. Sorry to dig the knife in. Today could be our 50th 100-degree day outside, so far this year. And this weekend, we are going to have some light Saharan dust out there. Each day will be near 100, both today and tomorrow. In the week ahead, hot start to August with some isolated showers and storms mixed in there a couple of days. We'll talk about all of those things and more, but first to know this weekend, 100 today, 101 tomorrow. Find a way to stay cool, perhaps by the pool. 10% chance for a stray shower or storm east of 281. I'll show you the future cast for today, and of course, we'll talk about that Saharan dust in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Happening right now, a back-to-school event hosted by Semper Fi and America's Fund, and they're doing so much for the community. They're giving backpacks away at the San Antonio Zoo.
This event supports military families as they get ready to return to class. That's where you find our Jonathan Cotto live at the zoo with the latest. Good morning, Jonathan. Are people already picking up their backpacks?
Good morning, Sarah. And yes, they are. Families are starting to show up. They've been showing up since 8:30 with their kiddos. And let me tell you, it's been such a beautiful sight to see their smiles as they get their backpacks filled with much needed school supplies for the new school year. But you know what's really cool about this event is that they do so much more than just backpack giveaways, that it's unbelievable. And for that, we have to thank Lily Scott. Lily, you've really been spearheading this event, and you've been doing so for so many years. Talk to us about everything that Semper Fi and America's Funds accomplishes.
Our accomplishments through the fund has been spectacular, over the top, with assisting our service members, again, returning from, combat with critically catastrophic wounds, diagnosis of, long terminal illnesses and injury here at stateside. We have been there at bedside for them, helping them with any out-of-pocket financial support, to help with that little bit of stress when families leave their work to come support their loved ones here at the hospital during the recovery time. And we will do so. Just like behind us, we have the back to school event going on here for the Semper Fi and America's Fund service members' children.
Now, Lily, the event has been super fun, and it's also been somewhat of a reunion. Everyone's hugging each other and so excited to see each other, and that's lovely to see.
It is so rewarding. Again, I can let out some cheers, afterwards, because this is what we do. We do this because we want to, not because we have to. And we'll continue to support our Semper Fi and America's Fund service members and their families. And as you can see, we become a family. We've become a family here in San Antonio. And, I meet these little kids when they're born, and now they're 10. And it's really rewarding.
Well, I can see why you guys have become a family. I feel like I'm part of this family just the couple of hours that I've spent here with you. Lily, thank you so much for everything you do, you and your husband, and your contributions. You continue to serve our country, you continue to serve our community, and my hat's off to you for that, for all that hard work. So thank you so much. Folks, there you have it, the community, helping the community, and in this case, our most brave, our men and women who have served our country. Back to you in the studio, Max Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. Also happening today, families getting ready for that back to school. So a free back-to-school fair. District 3 Councilwoman Phyllis Villagran and State Representative Elizabeth Campos, they're partnering with CASA, Child Advocates of San Antonio, getting our local families ready for the first day in class. The event kicks off 9 a.m., so it kicked off about 34 minutes ago. It's happening at the CASA office, 1900 block of South WW Road. It's right next to the U-Haul rental building. There's going to be more than 15 vendors. They're there. They're handing out school supplies. They're offering free services. You have eye exams, vaccines, dental checkups, all the health screenings you need before you head back to school. Organizers say they're even using drive-through lanes to give out backpacks and school supplies. So scheduled to go until 1 o'clock this afternoon or until supplies last. So you have things to do. Head out there now.
Well, looking ahead on KSAT.com, you can help students collect all the stuff they need to return to class by donating to the Good Samaritan School Supply Drive. Backpacks, notebooks, spiral notebooks are just a few of the many items needed. The Good Samaritan Service donations are collected from July 25th through August 5th, so that's the end of next week. To find out how to donate, visit KSAT.com.
Well, just into our newsroom, we have new details about a deadly wrong-way crash in East Bexar County. So take a look. This happened just before 4 a.m. This is on a New Sulphur Springs and Beck Road. The medical examiner's office now identifying the driver who died. 18-year-old Alex Jaimez. 2 other people rushed to the hospital in the aftermath of this crash. Police say the driver who caused the crash now under arrest for suspicion of intoxication manslaughter. Meanwhile, Bexar County Sheriff's deputies investigating another head-on collision. So this one happening on Calabar around 1240 this morning. Deputies over there saying 2 vehicles crashed into each other. 1 person now in the hospital. Their injuries are minor, but right now still waiting to learn what charges, if any, will be filed.
Also new this morning, 2 people are able to escape injury after a truck crashed through a fence and into their apartment. It happened on North Frio Street close to I-10 in downtown. They were sleeping inside when that actually happened. Police are still looking for the driver who ran away from the scene on foot.
And to our top story this morning, we have one sole winner in the Mega Millions lottery. We should really say Mega Billions. The jackpot worth more than $1.2 billion went to a winning ticket in Illinois. The cash option for the mystery winner worth more than $700 million. Here's the thing. That's what we've all been talking about. The odds of winning were 1 in 300 million.
What a great way to wake up.
Not a bad start to the weekend. All right, headed to Washington, D.C. Russia now responding to reports of changing the details in a potential prisoner swap involving 2 Americans.
Mary Alice Park is at the White House with the latest.
The White House overnight accusing the Kremlin of stalling and negotiating in bad faith. Russian officials reportedly saying the Kremlin wanted Vadim Krestikov, a convicted murderer, released in addition to Victor Bout, a notorious arms dealer, in a potential prisoner swap for two Americans, Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan. Krestikov is in German custody, not under U.S. authority. He was convicted in a brutal political assassination in broad daylight in Berlin. For the first time since Russia invaded Ukraine, Secretary of State Blinken speaking to his Russian counterpart this week about the U.S. offer to bring Griner and Whelan home.
We had a frank and direct conversation. I pressed the Kremlin to accept the substantial proposal that we put forth.
I asked the White House if they were optimistic or if these talks could all still fall apart.
Does the administration feel like it accomplished what it was hoping to by going public with this substantial offer?
Those conversations are going to continue to go on. We are not going to negotiate from here just because it's just the right thing to do.
The White House also getting a lot of questions about Mark Fogel, another American detained in Russia, a case similar to Brittany Griner's, but his name has not come up in these public talks. The White House very tight-lipped, not saying much about his case. Mary Alice Parks, ABC News, the White House.
Also new this morning, the search continues for missing people after a catastrophic flooding in Kentucky. The death toll has reached 25 people. At least 6 of those killed were children and 4 of them are siblings. President Biden is declaring a disaster and offering federal support to the devastated communities. 300 people have been rescued from floodwaters so far.
All right, music superstar Shakira possibly facing an 8-year prison sentence after allegations of tax fraud in Spain. Spain's government accusing the singer of failing to pay 14.5 million euros in taxes between 2012 and 2014. Here's the excuse, though. Shakira's lawyers claim that she spent most of that money in the Bahamas and she filed her taxes accordingly. Earlier this week, the pop star allegedly rejecting a settlement deal offered by prosecutors in Spain, opting to go to trial instead. Heck of a trip to the Bahamas. Time now, 9:39, 84 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA, a new cereal is letting you spice things up with some extra cinnamon. Cinefuego. Oh, I love that so much. We'll tell you all about that next.
Interesting. After the break, headed to Six Flags, a special adventure, a sneak peek of the new roller coaster that's got everyone talking. As you just saw, John Paul Barajas and Lee Waldman giving us an inside look of terror.
That drop makes my head and stomach hurt just looking at it. Also, what makes me feel ill is this triple-digit heat that we're not getting a break from. Sarah Spivey will have a forecast when we come back.
Good morning and welcome back. So happening this weekend, the world's steepest dive roller coaster is set to open at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Starting tomorrow, thrill seekers will be able to ride Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger. So if that name doesn't scare you enough, we're going to show you some video that's going to terrify you.
God, okay, so according to the theme park, the 3 21-passenger trains take their riders 150 feet into the air before completely dropping them down a 95-degree vertical plummet at 60 miles per hour. Wow, sounds amazing. Our own John Paul Barajas and Lee Waldman and Gavin Nesbitt, one of our photographers, got to experience it all before it opens. Take a look.
We are here at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, ready to ride their newest roller coaster, Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger.
So you're about to experience not only the only dive coaster in the state of Texas, but the steepest dive coaster in the entire world. We're going to take you up 150 feet. We're going to pause you there dangling over the edge for a moment, and then we're going to release you at over 60 miles an hour.
I don't want to ride alone. Let's bring in some friends here, JP and Gavin. They're both a little scared.
We're not scared. We're excited.
It's gonna rock. Let's go.
Here we go, guys.
This is the good stuff right here. Yeah, rock on.
Oh! Yeah! Keep your hands up, Lee! Let's go!
And this is another little drop. And
here we go!
That was awesome! That was so good!
Nice.
I loved it.
No tears?
No tears.
No throw up?
Sounds awesome. I can't wait to be able to bring back the roller coaster temperature graphic.
Oh.
Because right now it's just been, we're just hot.
We just like this.
Yeah, we're just hot. And hey, this weekend we're also going to have to deal with a little bit of Saharan dust out there too. A light plume of Saharan dust is going to be moving in. That more dense plume is going to stay out in the Atlantic at least for the next 5 days. But still, a light plume of Saharan dust around San Antonio. You can see it'll be with us today and tomorrow before finally starting to really thin out by early Monday. So, the air quality should be just fine. We really will only see moderate air quality, which is one step below good. So unless you're very, very, very sensitive to the Saharan dust, you should be okay outside. Otherwise, some may just experience some allergy-like symptoms from the Saharan dust. In the pollen count, molds are low and pigweed is low. I'll show you that coming up here before we end the show. 82 in San Antonio right now, feels like 85, and we've got winds from the south at about 10 miles per hour. It's 81 in Kerrville, 79 in Rock Springs. Good morning in Pleasanton. It's 85 degrees, 83 in Del Rio, 84 in Eagle Pass, and it's 86 in Gonzales. Now, yesterday, some lucky few got to see some rain, particularly southeast of San Antonio toward Floresville, and even in Lavernia. This is a look at that rain off in the distance. Unfortunately, this KSAT Connect user didn't get to see any rain actually at their place, but still, later on this afternoon, east of 281, it is possible for a few lucky folks to see some showers and storms. Yesterday, the rain chance was 20%. Today, it's only 10%, so even less of a rain chance, but that chance is there if you live east of 281. Otherwise, it is just going to be hot. Here's a look at those forecast highs for the day today. 104 in Eagle Pass, 106 in Cotulla, 100 in Gonzales, 100 in Canyon Lake, 101 in Hondo. Hey, in the higher elevations today, it should stay below 100. 97 in Helotes, 97 in Bulverde, 98 in Comfort, 97 in Bernie, but elsewhere we're going to be looking at highs near 100 around San Antonio, up to about 102 for the potential high temperature. By 10, we're here going to be in the mid 80s, 90 degrees around noon. This afternoon, temperatures will be in the 90s. It'll be 98 already by 3 p.m. with some puffy cumulus clouds later this afternoon. And winds will be from the southeast, gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. 100 for the high temperature. After sunset toward 8:30, it's still going to be in the low 90s. So if you have plans tonight outside, know that it's going to be breezy and warm. Gusts of up to 25 miles per hour. Temperatures will be in the 80s and 90s after sunset. Here's some good news. It's humid out there right now, but by this afternoon during the peak heat of the day, those dew points are going to come down into the 50s. So it really is not going to be all that humid outside when it's the hottest. So we won't have to deal with much of a heat index value. What you see is what you get. It's going to be 100 today, which will be our 50th 100 degree day, but at least it won't feel a lot hotter than that. That light Saharan dust with us through the weekend. Monday, we introduce a slightly better chance for rain, but the best we can do is about 20%. A few more clouds will shave off a degree or two. High temperature forecast of 99 on Monday. But for the first week of August, it's going to be hot. Highs ranging anywhere from 100 to 102. This is typically our hottest part of the year, so no surprise there that we're going to be seeing temperatures into the triple digits. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 9:49, already 84 degrees out.
All right, coming up, one of the strangest stories you'll ever see.
I'm sorry.
Here's
what?
a hint: Applebee's and lip gloss. We'll explain. That sounds so gross.
Interesting. I think did one of them say saucy?
Saucy gloss.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Phenomenal. Taking a live look out at the roadways. A lot of people out and about today. If anything does pop up, we will keep you posted. If you have things to do, the earlier the better.
Take a look at the lotto numbers. Pick 3, 812, Fireball 5, Daily 4, 2475, Fireball 7.
You seem so excited.
Oh, it's not exciting as the Mega Millions. It's like, forget just a couple million.
Yes. To all those out there, forget just a couple million. Cash 5, 1, 3, 13, 15, 30, and then here you go. You can do the honors.
Thank you. Now I'm excited.
Okay.
13, 36, 45, 57, 67 for the Mega Millions. 14's at Mega Ball, Mega Pliers 2. Remember, there was one sole winner out of Illinois. So this morning, a story, you'd have to see it to believe it. Applebee's is celebrating National Lipstick Day and National Wing Day at the same time with Saucy Gloss, a lipstick line that pays tribute to their hot wings. So take a look. The lipstick collection includes Get Me Hot Buffalo.
Okay.
Which pays homage to the original chicken wing buffalo, or chicken wing flavor. I'm sorry, this story is just...
I can't stop looking at the wings under the gloss.
So gross. The other 3 are saucy glosses are Be My Honey Pepper and Honey Barbecue. Oh, barbecue tea, got it. I see what they did there.
Yeah.
And then Sweet Chili Kiss. And you can't actually find them at Applebee's. You have to order them online.
Okay, what's your flavor of wings?
None of these. I like a good dry rub, like lemon pepper.
All right, so if you're not into that, how about cinnamon? So we all know Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but here's the thing. Trying to reinvent the wheel here. They're coming in hot with a new cereal. Check this out, Cinefuego Toast Crunch. Oh my goodness, looks like Fireball. The limited edition cereal takes the cake for what you want in the morning. So it takes cinnamon and sugar combo that we all know and love, and it ups the ante with some hot peppers. It's meant for snacking, but a spicy breakfast cereal. Really wake you up in the morning. New cereal comes on sale August 12th, and you can get it at Walmart.com. Here's the thing though. When you have something spicy, you have some milk. So if you put the milk in the Cinefuego, how does that all work?
I don't know. Maybe it balances out.
August 12th, we'll go to Walmart.com. We'll get a box.
Oh my God, can we try here on GMSA?
Yeah, you can do that, and you can get the lip gloss.
I don't want the lip gloss. You can have the lip gloss.
9:55, 84 degrees out.
Here's what's coming up next on Texas Eats.
This is our Queen's Choice. It is a toasted English muffin topped with slices of fresh green avocado, some smoked turkey, poached eggs, poached perfectly, and our homemade hollandaise.
We got to check the poached egg. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. Oh, man.
Beautiful.
That hollandaise and that egg yolk together, that's like the ultimate bite. Here we go.
Primo. Primo.
Did you say primo? That's
Primo.
my word. Primo. Once again, give me the nuts. Great job, Steve. Steve is a classically trained chef who's been in the restaurant industry for decades. And when you see the food when it comes out to your table, you can tell there's a lot of passion and a lot of knowledge.
2 allergens in the pollen count today, molds and pigweed. They're low. There will be some light Saharan dust out there today, but light being the key word there. No dense plume of Saharan dust expected. Perhaps just a haze on the horizon. It's going to be a hot one. 100 for the high temperature, gusts up to 20 miles per hour from the south. 10% chance for a stray shower or storm east of 281, but not a good chance for rain over the next 7 days. Unfortunately for us, just a few isolated showers and storms here and there sprinkled throughout next week. Otherwise, it's going to be hot, feeling like August as we start August.
Whew. All right, so we know Sarah Costa fled San Antonio to go to the beach. How have you been beating the heat?
Well, thankfully, I've been working in the AC for a while, so I'll be back again tonight to talk about what you can expect to over the forecast.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Sarah Spivey, working overtime.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for watching. That is it, but we'll see you back here, 6 a.m.
Hey, Texas Eats is next. Looking forward to it.
Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a wild Waco brunch spot that puts all their cards on the table.
If you're hungry, this is a spot to go to. You're looking for somewhere with sports memorabilia, this is a spot to come to.
Plus, we check out a roast beef debris and fried shrimp po' boy in Houston.
If I could pick my last meal, I'm pretty sure this would be it.
And we go inside a new ice house in San Antonio serving up barbecue, desserts, and a good time.
It don't get much better than that. Come on.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Now we're here on the edge of Fredericksburg, Texas to go inside of a cafe that's serving up authentic Mexican food and traditional brunch dishes. And whether you're coming in or you're leaving Fredericksburg, this is the spot to stop. Let's go inside Neary's International Cuisine. Joining me now is the owner out here at Neary's. This is Luis Lopez. Thank you so much for having us out here. Your wife has cooked up quite a spread for us. Got a burger, a crazy breakfast platter, and I love what's going on right in front of me. This is a little more traditional, kind of like Texas, a little bit more Mexican vibe to it, right? But chilaquiles. You have a special name for this dish. When you get the two different sauces, what do you call it?
It's called Christmas.
And look at that. Eggs cooked perfectly. It creates like that little bit of a second sauce on top. That's the bite right there. Oh man. The chilaquiles out here are special because they're using homemade corn tortilla chips. Absolutely delicious, super crunchy, and when you get them Christmas style with both sauces, it adds a lot more flavor and depth to the dish. Overall, you're gonna be very satisfied with this dish. If you love chilaquiles, I definitely recommend trying this one. This is good. This is just, I'm happy with it. I'm already excited right now. I just tried the first dish. Now, cochinita pibil is a very authentic dish. But talk to me a little bit about the history of what it means to your family.
We came from Mexico about 17 years ago. We worked in restaurants here in town until we opened our own place. And one of the dishes that we always had was the cochinita pibil. You know, in Mexico they used to do it under, you know, they cooked it underground. And obviously here we have to put it in the oven.
Luis and his family grew up eating cochinita pibil in Mexico. His kids grew up eating it, and his wife still makes it today here at the restaurant. But you have your own preparation that's very similar to that same kind of Dutch oven in the ground kind of cooking process. Long overnight. So it gets super tender. Cochinita pibil out here at Neary's. That's the bite.
Woo! Glad you enjoy.
That is really good. And it's super delicious. Takes a lot of time to make. That pork sits overnight, just becoming super tender, pull apart, shreddable, and they wrap it inside of those corn tortillas, and then they're serving it up with the refried beans on the side, those fresh chips. I mean, this is for the hungry. If you love cochinita pibil, if you've never tried it before, I highly recommend coming out here and trying it. If this is your first time, you're gonna be blown away. You're gonna wanna order it everywhere you see it after you try it. Very good. You also have some playful, fun variations of brunch items like the Eggs Benedict, but it's not served on an English muffin. You got a little toasted croissant action on the bottom. Oh yeah, cooked perfectly. Look at the poach on that. That's a big bite. Eggs Benedict, traditionally made on an English muffin, you can get here at Neary's, made on a French croissant. This one's super buttery, it's melt in your mouth tender, and then you get it with the hollandaise on top as well, the poached egg. I mean, this thing is just a killer bite. Now, if you're feeling extra hungry, we're gonna dump this one, either the Elder or the Countryman. We don't know yet. This is really just showing off what they got. You also have French toast out here. Big pancakes, that's a pancake. Nachos as well, and the burger. I mean, this guy, that is a tower of a burger. Fried egg on top, that one's, which one's that called? That's the Big Boss? Yeah, it is. That's a big boss of a burger right there. You can't go wrong. All the food out here is just creamy, it's delicious. It has the perfect level of spices and seasonings that you want. If you're out here in Fredericksburg, even if you're around the area and you're looking for a good brunch spot, this is the place to check out.
Family run. I got my son, my daughter, my wife working here. And we take pride in what we do. We really like what we do.
And you could tell, I mean, from the moment we walked in, we were greeted. The hospitality in here is just over the top as well. And you guys really make somebody feel welcome as soon as they come in here.
Thank you.
And I mean, and above all else, the food is just top notch. You guys are killing it. Give me one more one. There we go.
Thank you.
Bam! Great food. I'm gonna keep eating this right here.
Now, we're cruising to the Alamo City for a new ice house serving up barbecue and a good time.
If you're looking for a great spot in San Antonio to bring the entire family this summer to sit outside, enjoy yourself, eat great barbecue, and listen to live music, look no further than the Windmill Ice House, a brand new spot that we're gonna go check out. Joining me now is Tinsley. She's one of the managing partners out here at Windmill Ice House. And right in front of us It's like pretty much everything you got on the menu and more. I mean, this is an incredible spot. It's right here basically in a spot of San Antonio that's so unassuming. You wouldn't expect a property size like this to be out here where people can come and enjoy themselves outside, especially with barbecue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like in the heart of a neighborhood.
That's right. And our goal here, we got really lucky finding this 1 acre property out here so close to the loop. And we just want everybody to feel like they can come out and enjoy a backyard barbecue, feel like they're in the country without really having to leave the city.
Right in front of me, this is a specialty menu item, not always on the menu, but you'll be lucky. Yeah, when you come out here, you got to ask, are the dino beef ribs out there on special? But check this out. I mean, you guys are low and slow out here, right? So everything that comes off is a lot of love. But look at that.
Yeah.
And this thing is just rocking. So juicy. I mean, the tray right here, it's just covered in all that goodness. Yeah. Seasoning on the outside, the bark looks incredible. And you can tell, look at that, just super tender. And that's how you know that this is ready to rock and roll. I got to take a bite out of this.
Absolutely. I've been waiting.
I'm going in for the real deal, y'all. Dino beef ribs out here at the Windmill Ice House. They don't get much better than that. Come on. The rich flavors of that beef, I mean, when you get that bite, you're gonna mix it up a little pickle, a little pickle and onion on there, and you can't beat it. The bark is killer. I love the seasoning. Can you give me the secret on the seasoning, or is that like you gotta take it to the grave?
No, I might get thrown in the pit.
Yeah. You'll be on special at one point. Yeah. Look at that, little burnt ends. And there's something sweet going on in them too. I love that flavor that's on there. And you can either have them by themselves, you can dunk it in something, maybe even the pinto beans, right? It's kind of a popular thing to do.
Add whatever you want. I mean, I like to put them in the mac and cheese. They're delicious in there. For the cream corn.
Wow. Adam's on the pit. Who's in the kitchen cooking up all these delicious items?
So that would be Gary, our kitchen manager, who is fabulous.
Greens, mac and cheese,
I know,
green beans.
The green, yeah. We wanted to add some just, other than the typical just barbecue sides, the collard greens. Should we do it? And we should.
That's a shut your mouth bite right there. Woo! Check this out, y'all. You can already tell. Holds up on its own weight, you pull on it, falls apart. That's good brisket, okay? Nice little bark on there, smoke ring as well. Trimmed nicely so you got some fat. And you have 2 sauces as well, which is kind of like blasphemy in Texas.
Yeah.
But if you got it, why not? I mean, that's kind of where it's all transforming.
See, you went for the mustard.
I did go for the mustard sauce.
You went for the mustard.
This is the brisket with their mustard sauce that they're making in-house in case you're a sauce person. Here we go. Give them some love. Woo! Now, if you have enough time to try everything on the menu, I highly recommend trying just a little bit of everything, right? You got turkey, you have the chicken, sausages, brisket. You also have the white bread tortilla option, which is, dealer's choice. Pickles, onions, all the side items. The collard greens are outstanding. So are the green beans, the pinto beans, the cream corn. I mean, honestly, this is a really cool spot that just opened up here in San Antonio, and we're super lucky to have something like this. You have that little piece of ice cream over there just been kind of floating away as we've been talking, but what's that dessert item you got over there?
So you can get a cookie or you can get beach cobbler with a scoop of ice cream. You can also just get ice cream if you want, but if you get the cobbler, you automatically get the ice cream.
You just get the cobbler. You get the
Yeah, so just get the cobbler.
You get the ice cream,
yeah.
too. Now, you got to get all the savory items when you come out here to the Windmill Ice House, but if you're going to get dessert, this is the one to get. Peach cobbler, ice cream on top. You can see, man, on a hot day, this poor ice cream, it only can stand so long, especially on top of a nice bed of hot peach cobbler. I want to get some of the crust, a little bit of the ice cream on there. Here we go. That's the bite. Now, that's peach cobbler, man. This place is awesome. But you guys come out here, the Windmill Ice House. I mean, just right down the road, right off 410 in Nacogdoches. This is a spot to come to. So many options. I got to keep going in, though. This dino beef ribs where it's at. Follow them on social media to know when they got it. All right, I got them for more mac and cheese. Here we go.
Yeah.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we check out a roast beef debris and fried shrimp po' boy in Houston.
If I could pick my last meal, I'm pretty sure this would be it.
And next, get ready for a wild Waco brunch spot that puts all their cards on the table.
If you're hungry, this is a spot to go to. You're looking for somewhere with sports memorabilia, this is a spot to come to.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.